Hey Body Rockers, and welcome back. My name is Deanna and thanks for coming back to your practice. Today we're going to be working on lower body, lots of legs and lower core type of work. So we're going to start in downward facing dog today. So finding your way into downward facing dog, as always, hands are about shoulder width apart. If you have tight shoulders, maybe a little bit wider than shoulder width. And feet are about hip width apart. So look down at your toes. Hip width is about 2 fist width in between your feet. So kind of guesstimate what that looks like. Set it up, and then once you get there, start to work it out. Start to open up the backs of your legs. Let your neck stay super relaxed. In down dog, all your energy presses towards the back wall. Now, again, if you're always feeling any rounding in your spine, bend your knees, lengthen out, drop your head. Really good. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. Now you can measure hip width, make sure that's about right. And then interlace your hands at your lower back. As you breathe in, come up halfway lift, pull your elbows together. And then as you exhale, dropping your hands over your head as much as you can. Now, if your shoulders are really tight, if you have a strap that's really good, or even just a shirt or a towel, something that gives you a little bit more space so that you can open up. If you're super flexible, try and keep your palms in towards each other, hugging in. Let your neck relax. Legs are engaged. So lift all 10 toes off the floor. Squeeze muscle to bone in your thighs. Good. Slowly release your hands back down. Walk back out, downward facing dog. Roll forward, high plank and hold. So just a little warm up here. Looking forward, drop to your knees if you need. Arms hug your sides, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale to roll forward. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale and back. One more time. Rolling forward, high plank. Low plank. Up dog. Down dog. Tiptoe your feet up to meet your hands. Breathe in, come up halfway lift. Exhale and fold. And again, breathe in, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale to fold, going a little bit deeper this time. And really use your exhales. The deeper you exhale, the more your muscles will release. And again, breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. And then bend your knees and slowly roll up. Keep your hands and your head heavy, stacking each vertebrae right on top of one another, all the way up to stand. Once you get to the top, wrapping your shoulders up, down, and back, standing tall. So moving into Utkatasana, chair pose. Big toes touch, heels slightly apart. And as you breathe in, sitting your hips down low, arms come to the sky. So Utkatasana, knees are squeezing in towards each other, big toe mounds are squeezing in towards each other. You don't want to be collapsing on your legs like this. You want to be sticking your booty out too much. If anything, tucking your tailbone under and really squeezing your sit bones in towards each other. So again, everything is hugging in towards the midline of your body. Weight is in your heels. Look down. If you can't see all 10 toes, press your shins towards the wall behind you even more and sit a little bit lower. And you can start feeling this already. You just want to feel a little vibration. You'll feel your legs start to tremble, and then pulsing down for 10. As you come up, squeezing your sit bones together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Make look at your toes. Make sure you can still see them. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing all the way back up, sitting all the way back down. This time, floating Utkatasana. So inhale, chest comes up high. As you exhale, bring your torso down to your thighs, swing your arms back. Just avoid collapsing completely. You still want to be holding your core. So belly to spine, and really think long. So you breathe in, you come all the way up, keep squeezing your legs in. Exhale to fold back for 2. And back. See if you can go a little bit lower. 3, 4, 5. This is about halfway. You're going to feel your legs burning. That's okay. You're almost there. 1, 2, and 3. Fold it forward. Shake out your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to the floor, step back, high plank. Chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bringing your left leg up to the sky. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Spread your toes, roll your ankle. Do whatever you gotta do. And then closing your hip off. Round and curl, left knee in towards your nose, step it through. Coming into a left side high lunge. So from here, again, pulling your feet in towards each other. Try to squeeze everything in. Drop your right hand to the floor. Bring your left hand up to the sky. Open up for a twist. So really keep pulling left hip back, right hip forward. And when you do that, it brings it more into an IT band stretch. You'll feel this in your glute and down the side. That's where your IT band is. If you want a little bit more of a hip stretch, heel toe your foot out to the very side of your mat and then roll onto the baby toe edges of your feet. Bring your hip to the floor until you feel it. And everyone's a little bit different. You can guide your knee away from you. So whatever you're feeling today, whatever works for you. Really good. From here, bringing it up, Crescent Lunge. Really fire up that back knee. Try and press your kneecap up towards the ceiling. Breathe in, get tall. And then as you exhale, reaching forward to the front of the mat. Again, shifting the weight into your left foot. 3 pulses here. So inhale, like someone's lifting you from the bottom up, and then pressing your right heel back to come back down. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale, holding this here. Both hands come down to the floor. Scoot your back foot in, lifting your hips up and back to fold. So here, anytime you're in a forward fold, make sure your neck is super relaxed, shoulders are relaxed. Allow your legs to do the work here. And like I said, you can have a gentle bend in your front knee if you need to, but remember, working towards straightening it out. In yoga, we say the pose begins the moment you want to get out. So when you feel you're hitting that, your personal edge, try and stay 3 breaths longer than you want to. You'll always truly know the difference in your body between if you're just pushing yourself or if you're pushing yourself to injury. So just be very mindful of that. Bend down into your left knee, stepping it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees. Walk or hop, top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, exhale. Sitting back down, Utkatasana, chair pose. Root down into your right foot. Lift your left heel. From here, keep your knees squeezing together. See if you can float your left toes off the ground. Keep sitting down low into your right leg. And then from here, extending out into Warrior 3. So try and rotate your back toes down towards the floor. A little micro bend in your bottom knee and reaching long. Really good. Bring your hands back. 3 tiny pulses here. 1, 2, and 3. Coming back, Utkatasana. Sit your hips down low. Exhale to fold. Shake it out. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Other side. Shifting the weight into your left foot. Keep your knees squeezing in. Float your right toes. Really pull your belly button in towards your spine. Look forward. And then reaching and extending out. Dropping your right hip, right toes, inwardly rotate. 3 pulses. Hands come back. 1, 2, and 3. So the trick here is to wake up your fingers and your toes. As much as your chest is reaching forward, your toes are reaching back. So try not to have that back leg like a wet noodle. Coming all the way back down, Utkatasana. Exhale to fold. Shake it out. Halfway lift. Hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky. Step it through in between your hands like a small crescent lunge stance and come up. Reaching your arms up, bend your back knee, and then springing forward. Warrior 3. With control, coming all the way up to stand, wake up your fingers, kick your left heel forward. 1. Holding this here. So really press out of your heels, spread your toes, relax your shoulders as much as you can. Swing it back. Step it down, hands to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Left leg up. Small crescent lunge stance. Coming up to stand. Bend your back knee, spring it forward. Tuck it in, all the way up to stand. Reaching this heel for 3, for 2, and for 1. Swinging it back. Step it down, hands to the floor. Downward facing dog. Right leg comes back up. Rounding curl. Flip your right foot through. And then walk both feet over to the left side of your mat. From here, bend down into your right knee. So feet are parallel, toes will face the wall that you're facing completely, maybe a little bit turned in. Really root the outer edges of your feet down, long spine, bend down, right knee. So once you bend, find center from there, open up your arms wide. 3 pulses. 1, come back down. 2, and down. 3, hold this here. Drop your left hand down and then rotate up to the sky. You're gonna feel this on the inside of your left leg. Keep rooting the outer edges of your feet down. Breathe in. Exhale, twist a little deeper. And then coming all the way over to the opposite side. Bend down into your left knee. Find center from here, then open up your arms. 3 pulses. 1, and down. 2, and down. Last one. Melt down low. Right hand to the floor, left hand to the sky, twist. Walk your hands back in towards center. Back towards the front of the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Shake out your legs. Do whatever you gotta do. Coming all the way down to the mat. And that is your lower body yoga workout. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Have a good one.